You hit it yet? Wrong. Can you hear Bunny?
No, I can't hear.
Me either.
Oh, there she go. She just popped in.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
We can hear you now.
All right. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty there on my end. Welcome to another episode of Ying Meets Yang of Gaming with Storm, Rome, and Bunny. We have a few people in the chat. Hey, Uncompetitive, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, my laptop decided it wanted to die real quick because it wasn't plugged in. Sorry about that. It sent y'all on. All right, so let's get into it. This week we're going to talk about hypocrisy in gaming. We're going to continue a conversation that we started at the end of our show last week, talking about EA games and how some people complain about EA games but still buy them on day one. We're going to also talk about how PlayStation Now is going to be $1 up until March 29th, 2021. Let's see how this changes things in the gaming landscape. And then we're going to also talk about our normal things, how what games we're looking forward to, what games we might want to purchase coming up this year. Few games that we found out that's coming to Stadia and to some other platforms that I had no idea about. Let's get into it. What have you been doing this week, Storm?
I've been gaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been eating some good food. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating a lot of good food. You gotta eat, you gotta drink when you're playing these games. You know what I'm saying? But look, so this, first of all, the show is, I think today is going to be an easy breezy, fast moving show for us, man, because hypocrisy and gaming, that's just something that the more I think about it, the more I'm about to get in trouble. You know what I mean? Because I have definitely been a hypocrite myself when it comes to that. But Bunny, I've been playing a lot of Dirt 5, and we'll get into that when we talk about the games and stuff. Just I've been having my eyes open. There's some big games coming very soon, like next week soon. So I've been keeping my eyes and ears on the streets and checking out your content, Rome's content, you know what I mean? Doing my own content. And that's what I've been up to.
All right. Rome, what have you been doing this week? How's your week been?
Oh, my week been really good, man. I ain't eat as good as Storm here, but I definitely been gaming hard, man.
And wait a minute, isn't congratulations in order for you for Spider-Man Miles Morales?
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Storm, you are behind because Rome has platinum Miles Morales.
No, you got it all. No, he platinum God of War.
That was last week. This week it was Spider-Man Miles Morales.
But Rome Rush don't play no damn games.
Oh man, I know, right? I don't play
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
he just holds the phone up and talks to the people.
Exactly.
He don't play no games.
And it's just it poof magically showed up and everything, you know. Poof it, poof it, poof it. And we have a few more people in the chat. Hey Harry, what's going on? How you doing today, Harry? Hey Jamal, how are you? How are you? Welcome to the stream, guys. So, besides your platinum and Miles Morales, what else have you been doing this week, Rome?
Pretty much, that's pretty much it. Just been on the platinum run for Miles Morales. I was already halfway through the game before I started, but I figured I'd go ahead and just get that plat real quick. But that's pretty much it. I haven't done much else. I'm playing 2K, of course, in between time. Yeah.
Yep, this week for me, I have been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. I have figured out how to use Share Factory on the PlayStation 4. My stuff is looking semi-professional now, y'all.
You know what, Bunny? That's crazy because I always wanted to use that. I've streamed from PS4 when I had my Pro and everything, and even the base PS4, right? But I have never really. I used the Xbox tools or whatever it's called, but I've never played with Share Factory. So, how does it work for you?
Oh, it's super easy. First off, like I'll just do gameplay footage, right? Yeah. And you know how with this PS4, it will allow you to record up to an hour.
Right.
So, like, if you notice, I've done 3 random hunt Monster Hunter World videos, and it's just a string of different hunts that I did together. So I will record for like a whole hour of me hunting. With Share Factory, you could go in and you can add a intro, a title screen, an outro, and the PlayStation 4 and Share Factory screen. Well, there's free themes you can get. So when I logged into it, because I had no idea what I was doing, and I was editing, but then I found the free themes, and they had a Monster Hunter World theme. So I was able to add. I got like 2 or 3 openings for Monster Hunter World, 4 or 5 title screens, 2 outros that I can pick from. So I just pick what I want, and then the videos I want to do, and then it composes it into a list. And then it'll play it, and you can snip video out. You can rearrange how the video is. You can do whatever you want to it. And then it just uploads straight from my PlayStation 4 to YouTube.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it gives you only like an hour video making quality, though. You can only do like an hour-long video. And so it's like super easy. You know, I just go through and like, you know how you were saying the hub world parts you weren't interested in, like you need to eat and stuff like that. But the hub world part, I edited a lot of that out just to get straight to the hunts. So it was easy. It's super easy to do.
Nice.
Yes. And then when I figured out that I had the Monster Hunter World one, I've gone through and downloaded all the free ones, like all the free theme kits for games that I already own. That way, if I ever do gameplay footage of it, I already have the intros, outros, and stuff like that ready to go.
Hello? Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's what's up.
So my Monster Hunter random hunts videos are looking semi-professional, y'all. And I'm having fun playing that. Few people, you know, Yui is still playing. She was in a few of my hunt videos with me. Guy who's in chat, who usually be in chat, Jo, he might stop by later in chat, but he's back in Monster Hunter World. We're supposed to have a hunt after the show today. We're going to go hunting, the 3 of us. And yeah, and that's what I've been playing. I did pick up a few game purchases this week. And last night I was trying Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Okay. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a dope one.
Yeah, that is fire.
I can't lie.
So yep, that was what my week was in a nutshell. You also know that this week 2 games released, and I purchased both of them. Well, I had pre-ordered both of them, and a bunch of Amiibo, but my Amiibo aren't in yet. So yeah, let's get into the show, guys. Let's talk about this. We're talking about hypocrisy in gaming. And it comes in so many different formats. Right now, part of it is also and it also ties into with the PlayStation Now going to be $1 for a month. I mean, well, going to be $1. You can sign up for a month for $1 to see how you like it. But the same people who were down in Game Pass are all of a sudden trying to jump on this PlayStation Now for $1. Some people who were doing it.
Yeah.
And the thing is the services are basically exactly alike. And it's like this for me. I wasn't interested in Game Pass, and I'm not interested in PlayStation Now. So for me, it's whatever. But on top of that, you got to think a lot of these things are also stemming from Game Pass, because the same people who hype up Game Pass are also the same people who crap all over Stadia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big thing right now.
That's my biggest thing. Yep.
Stadia is being treated like the redheaded stepchild.
Right.
And but in essence, the services are almost very similar. Wouldn't you agree, Storm?
I think so. Because you can subscribe, now some people are going to say Game Pass offers more value. It's the best value in gaming right now and all that. And PS Now is just a whole different service. It's not on the level of a Game Pass or whatever. But for me, the similarities come in the form of starting that subscription, having access to a library of games where PS Now kind of blows Xbox Game Pass out of the water when it comes to the sheer number of games. You know what I'm saying? The number of games, and some of those being exclusives as well. A long list of exclusives like the God of War games, Horizon Zero Dawn, and all of those types of games are there. Detroit Become Human. All those, even though that's not an exclusive anymore, but some of those games that are there, like another one I tried was what's the damn scary game? It's not really scary. Until Dark.
Until Dawn.
Yeah, I think that's still an exclusive, right?
Yes, actually, it's a PlayStation exclusive, but the same people who did that game is who does the Dark Pictures anthologies.
That's right. So
Supermassive games.
Yeah, I tried that. Worked pretty well. So because the library is deeper and everything, it's just that the fact that and PlayStation Now actually came out, of course, as we know first. So there's a lot of similarities, to Game Pass. Now, I guess some people might try to say sometimes that game. Now you can go and play with Game Pass Ultimate. You can play on PC as well as the Xbox or whatever, right? Or your phone or whatever. And in the future, I don't know if they're going to integrate the consoles or whatever, but I know that you could. I have the PS Now app on my desktop PC, and I've been playing PS Now games for my desktop PC. So yeah, the similarities are easily drawn, in my opinion. So they're kind of similar. That makes them similar. It's just it blows my mind because I've been hearing so much. I've been directly involved in these conversations and stuff. I've used them all. Stadia as well. And again, I'm just trying to just wrap my mind around all of the noise and all of that, because there is hypocrisy in all of this, right?
I mean, because my thing is all three of them are streaming services.
Yeah. Hey, but check it out. Check it out though. But I remember people saying Microsoft is desperate. Well, Xbox is desperate. They're dropping Game Pass for $1 because nobody wants it. I remember hearing those conversations and being a part of those discussions, right? I remember hearing people say nobody wants Stadia. That's why they're giving away. They just said, like, people just say they're giving away the premiere editions right now and all that stuff because nobody wants Stadia.
Right.
But now PS Now is $1 and people are like, I'm going to jump in because it's $1 right now. No, you should have jumped in already to support the fact that Sony was trying to bring you something different that you might be able to use. That if that's another option, y'all. It's another option. Like, for the future, you might want to look into this, but support it now so that we can continue to improve this whole service, right? That's just my logic, y'all. I don't know how Rome is going to feel about it, Bunny. I don't know how you're going to feel about it, But that's how I feel about it. So there is some hypocrisy there, because that's why I'm not trying to bash either one of these services, and I do it's hard when people trash Stadia, and I like Stadia. I'm buying into the cloud right now because I see a future for me in the cloud and other gamers that I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we don't get a fair shake on the Stadia side of things because people just want it dead. And I feel like there's a number of reasons they want it to die, I mean, so it's crazy how the human mind works and how human behavior just changes on the fly like that, y'all. But that's just my initial thoughts on the whole thing. But I do want to get deeper into it.
Man, I wanted to say, I think with the dollar special, I think that is it's just to lure you in to try it and not necessarily. I feel like if you try it for $1, that's not necessarily committing to it. But I do believe that if you don't resubscribe to it, then that's where the commitment comes in. That's where the actual true support for that medium comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So like for me, it's excuse me. Excuse me, what the hell? For me, for example, I tried Game Pass out for $1 because it's like, what the hell? It's $1. To me, that's essentially free. So I just I tried it out for $1, see what it's about, and then on top of that, I slapped $1 Game Pass. I slapped $1 trial or whatever on top of my Xbox Live Gold, and it transformed it into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for a year. So I got away with that. That was like a finesse that I got away with. They were doing it for a while. It was all over the internet, YouTube, and everything. And now I just been on it, but that's just something that I personally I just don't support it just because I just believe firmly into ownership, and that's just my biggest thing. I feel like without ownership, you don't have anything to show for it. So that's my biggest. And I'm not this is not to downplay anybody who feels differently about it. It's not, you know what I'm saying? That's just my firm personal beliefs. That's all it is. And I do find it very ironic and very it's a huge hypocrisy for people to bash Stadia the way they did, but promote Game Pass. It's actually insane, and it's actually frustrating to watch because it's like, in my opinion, I feel like Stadia is a much better value than Game Pass is, simply because you don't have to buy the hardware and you get to play all the new games without any commitment to any, or spending a lot of money on hardware. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion on it. And it just blows my mind that people just trashes Stadia the way they do, but uplift Game Pass. It's crazy.
Go ahead, Bunny. Go ahead.
I just want to say to a few people in chat, what's up, Dirt? How you doing, Dirt? Welcome to the chat, Dirt Griggity. Hey, Cyber Dragon, welcome to the chat. Yui, what's up, girlfriend? We're gonna hunt afterwards. Let's see here. Project Kills, welcome. And that's it for right now.
You got Cyber Dragon. I don't remember hearing it, but maybe you did.
Yeah, I said Cyber Dragon. Right. He was up right after. He was right there after Dirt Griggity.
That's what's up.
Yes. So, and then, hey, Sean, how you doing? He snuck in on me right there
Sean
at the end.
L.
And yes, and that's the thing. But like I said, and it's like one of you said earlier. If you're jumping into PlayStation Now for $1, why didn't you jump into it beforehand? Because it was always cheaper. I think it's like $9.99 a month.
Yeah. Now it was more expensive at first. It was up to $20 a month at one point. A lot of people
at first.
And $100 a year or something like that.
Hell no.
So I do understand, but at the same time, though, like if you look at it, you had a trial period. You had a 7-day free trial, Bunny, and
that too.
At $20, I'm telling you right now, I got my value. I got my money's worth when I tried the service. I knew it was new. I knew what I was getting into. I knew that it was fresh. It was just starting out. There had to be improvements made. The consoles were the main focus on both sides, PS Now and Game Pass, right? So, but I still wanted to go in when I saw games like God of War that I could stream and play. It was something cool about that, and then it helped me envision the technology for the future. So that's to each his own, but that's where I got my value from at the time before the price dropped.
Right. I personally feel like a dollar is not the commitment. So if you're jumping in for $1, that's not the commitment. The commitment to me is when you pay them monthly at the full asking price.
I also think it's smart that for these companies to drop their services to $1. You know what I'm saying? I think that Stadia is smart to give away premiere editions for free with certain games or whatever, included with certain game pre-orders and all that stuff, right? All you're doing is just trying to get more users on your platforms. That's all. Right. I mean, so if anybody sat there and said, yo, it's just not smart or it's a desperation move or whatever, then I would question the thinking behind that, because you know what I'm saying, Bunny? It's kind of like making lemonade, Bunny's lemonade on the corner, and you selling your lemonade at 50 cents or whatever. Then I come in and I charge a penny for my lemonade. I'm gonna take all your customers for a minute.
But the thing is also, in the beginning, when it's one company doing something like that, like with Game Pass, think about it like this, guys. Let's look on the other side of the coin. Game Pass, Stadia, Game Pass and PlayStation Now. Game Pass was the first one to do it for $1. Nobody else was talking about anything like that. So when something goes super cheap, super quick, and nobody else is doing it in the industry, everybody's presumption is something's wrong with this. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So everybody's perception is something's wrong with this. Nobody wants it. That's the reason they're putting it on sale for so cheap, so quick, so fast, and for so long.
Right.
Then when Stadia came out, everybody already doubted Stadia. Okay. And then it went to being the way they changed the whole model of it, and people had the same presumption. Oh, nobody wants it. That's the reason it's on sale. We are conditioned to thinking that when something goes on sale or clearance and there's a lot of it, nobody wants it. And hello, Charles. Welcome to the chat, Charles. So that's one thing we got to look at that side of it also. Some of it is people automatically assuming. Now, had all three of them done it at the exact same time, I don't think it would have been nearly the outrage that it is.
It would have been the best deal in gaming.
Yeah, all three of them would have been fighting right there together. Okay, and like I said, if all three of them had did it at the exact same time, nobody would be questioning why it's $1. Oh, they're just trying to compete with the other people. Everybody else got it for $1. Let me put mine for $1. But when you stagger it, people start questioning things. And then Cyber Dragon says in the chat, he says, I never used PlayStation Now since it dropped in 2014. Did not need it or want it. This $1 deal dropped. I took a look and seen Ace Combat 7. Paid my $1 and turned off renew.
Right. There's your non-commitment right there.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's playing, he got it to play Ace Combat 7. That's the game he wanted to play, and then he's getting rid of it. It's like that with think about it with Disney Plus. Some people got Disney Plus just for the Mandalorian. When they finish watching it, they cancel it until the new season comes up.
Right, but guess what? Guess what that did? That still brought a lot more consumers to that service, right? And those numbers still reflect. I would add them to my service. What do y'all think? You think okay for all these dollar trial people who
they already add them? They already add them. They classify them as paid users, one-time use. Hey, it doesn't matter that they're not using it now, but they did use it in the past. It attracted them at first.
Yeah. And Bunny, that was a lot of Game Pass took a lot of flack for the numbers. I remember the millions of numbers came out, and I can't remember if it was 18 or whatever the case was at the time.
When it first came out, yeah.
or whatever. Now it wasn't. Yeah, I know it wasn't up to 18 then, but I'm saying when it first dropped and they were talking about somehow the numbers came out. Eventually, the numbers came out, right? And people were like, and I remember us having discussions. I know was talking about it at times. Different people I know was talking about it. Different people in the Xbox community that I play with was talking about it. They were just giving their take on it, and they were like, "Yo, xCloud has this many millions of people," and then somebody, it was Moss for one, was like, some of these people probably signed up and are no longer on the service, right? So I thought it made me think about that. It made me think like, okay, do the companies matter? Do they give a damn that people try and leave? Or, because I know I'm going to count. I'm definitely going to count everybody that signs up for the service. I don't give a damn if it's a trial or not, because I'm trying to sell my service. You get what I'm saying?
I think they worry about it when it drops significantly. Like, I'm thinking back to World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
World of Warcraft had over 20 million users at one point.
Yeah.
And that was just like with paid subscriptions and things. But when they started dropping the subscription numbers, they started getting worried. That's when they started that's when they started doing all this stuff in World of Warcraft, trying to keep those players back. Like, a lot of players left because they loved classic WoW. They didn't like the new WoW. So what they were doing was they were leaving the game. So then what did Activision Blizzard do? They put in classic World of Warcraft, where you can go back and play old school World of Warcraft to try to gain the people back. So it's a catch-22, really. I mean, like, for me, I don't see a value in it at any price, because it has games on it that I've either already played or I wasn't never interested in playing.
Yeah. And some people I heard say, Stadia doesn't count. It's in the cloud, man. Nobody cares about the cloud. It's not ready yet. The infrastructure's not there. Wi-Fi 5 or it's not Wi-Fi 6 and all that stuff is not there. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, and they do have their points have some merit, right? But when you're looking at it, like, you got to understand that these services have to start. Like, I understood that. I still had fun talking trash about xCloud and PS Now at times, but and Luna and all that, GeForce Now. But I understand that they have to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, so I just for those people who are like, Stadia sucks because of this, it's not ready yet. But then if xCloud comes out and they heavily integrate Game Pass with xCloud, which I'm sure they're going to do at some point, they're going to definitely do that if they're smart, right?
You can already use you can always use cloud. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can already use xCloud.
Yeah, okay, and that's what we're talking about. But like exclusive games, when they come out, like the Halo Infinite and all that stuff, when xCloud is really ready, I mean, not in its current form, because it hasn't rolled out everywhere yet. The ability to use on desktop PCs and everything. I'm talking about the full-fledged out of beta experience, right? When that happens, you're gonna see people, a lot of Xbox gamers, if they have decent enough internet or whatever, or some who may not, but still might want to try. Especially when they start bundling deals with Halo Infinite, like try early, a day in advance or something. I know that's what I would do to generate hype for my product. You know what I mean? And we've seen that Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Stadia, they're willing to make some moves to build their brand. So I don't know. Because I know I'm going to hear later on down the road, this is the real cloud, xCloud. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where the value is here, Bethesda. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to hear that. That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about hypocrisy right now. And we got to keep it real, because we have all people in this chat, us on this panel, we have all been a part of it at some point, or we've heard some hypocrisy going on. So that's why I wanted to bring that up.
I mean, that's the thing, right now, the whole game, it's like I told people a year ago. Next gen is coming. We don't know what's going to happen. We just need to strap into this fucking roller coaster and ride it to the end, because we never know what's going to happen. And last gen going into this gen, the PS4 and the Xbox One going into the PS5 and the Series X and S, the gaming landscape changed so much between those two gens. That's when like Game Pass was being pushed very hard. It's still being pushed very hard between the two gens. Rumors were out there that PlayStation was going to put a few of their games on PC. Nobody wanted to believe that. I still say and was saying that PlayStation will eventually go day and date to PC like Xbox has. But they're doing it at a much slower rate to introduce people to the idea, I think. But I still think it's going to happen. This dollar PlayStation Now deal is really making it look like, hey, this might happen more than we think. The whole landscape is changing. And we don't know which way, right now, we don't really know which way Sony is going to go.
Right.
We pretty much almost got Xbox figured out. But this past year for PlayStation has been crazy. It went from people saying, oh, PlayStation will never put their first party games, I don't care how old the first party games are, on PC, going to those same fan people saying, well, it's only a 3-year-old game. Who cares about an old PlayStation exclusive going to PC now? They're just trying to get more money for that PlayStation game. To now, to them saying they're trying to just get more revenue for those old games. It's like they're starting to get conditioned to where they were at first die hard against PlayStation games going to PC, to now they're saying, well, it might be a year or two before they go to PC.
This is a good topic. And I got a question. Bunny, I have a question for Rome when you're done. I really do.
Yeah, go ahead, because
be ready,
Rome. That's just something that I noticed.
So be ready for this one, Rome, right?
Okay.
So Cloud is not there yet. You're not heavily invested into the idea yet. All right. It's not for you. It's just not.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right at this point.
At this point. Right. You have also gone on record saying you're not loyal to any brand.
Right.
If that brand stops offering you what you want as a consumer, you're gonna look elsewhere.
Absolutely.
I remember you saying, right?
Yeah.
So does this tempt you to try PlayStation now and put some hours into it, Rome? I mean, like, because I want to know how, if you're thinking like this, then maybe there's 1,000 or 1,000,000 other gamers thinking like you that's in the ecosystem.
Me personally, nah, it doesn't, and I think the biggest reason why is because of the principle. I'm just really, I don't, I might be a little overzealous when it comes to this, ownership thing, but I just firmly believe in ownership. I just do not want to pay for access to games. I want to be able to own them. I want to be able to do whatever I want, after I purchase the game. If I want to sell it, give it away, whatever. So I don't think there's anything that they can offer. They could come out, PlayStation Now could do games day and date and put the new God of War on there. You know what I mean? With all the bells and whistles, it could be the most powerful game ever. But if it's available for me to buy it, I'm buying it over, subscribing to the service. You know what I mean?
What if the experience is great?
You said experience? Now,
yeah, what if the experience is great?
If the experience is great, which I know it will be, right? If there's an option for me to buy it, I'll buy it. You know what I mean? It's because to me, it's not about the money. It's just about the ownership of that product. You know what I'm saying? And like anything, I don't want to pay a subscription service to games.
Got you.
You know what I mean? I just don't want to do it. I hate paying for cable, and the only reason why I pay for cable is because I can't access certain channels that I watch.
Same here.
You know what I mean? Like
Same here.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm overpaying for a lot of this stuff, man. Because I'm not using it to its fullest extent because you know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah, bro. So that's all it is. It's no rag on Stadia or anything. Because honestly, I think Stadia, Game Pass, I think it all has its place, and it appeals to those type of gamers who don't mind. But just me personally, I just can't do it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bunny, did you want to throw anything in there real quick?
First off, I want to say hi to Joey Joe. Welcome, Joey Joe. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Kima. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Long time no see, Mr. Kima. For me, like I said, I'm not loyal to any company, any brand, or whatnot. You show me what I want to play, and I'm going to get you. But I am like Rome in the aspect of I like my physical games. I like looking on a shelf, but that's just part of my astrological sign and my Chinese zodiac sign. We like pretty things, and we like to be surrounded by pretty things. So that takes me to a happy place with me looking at my collection on a thing. As you know, performance don't really matter to me. Okay, the experience could be greater, but that's neither here nor there for me. You forget I rocked a Switch before I got a PS4. I rocked.
That's what I'm gonna. I have a question for you based on that
now. Yeah. So go. So that's the thing. It's like Rome says. Streaming, Stadia, everything, physical streaming, Stadia, all that stuff has a place for everybody at different times in their lives.
Yeah.
Have you ever played a mobile game? Either one of you?
I have.
Yeah, I have, and I can tell you one thing. There, like, you know how I love my visual novels.
Yeah.
A lot of visual novels that I play on my PlayStation. Remember, I always talk about a company called Voltage. They do Atomi visual novels. They started on mobile.
Yeah.
Now, what I did not like about them on mobile versus the Switch, and this is how we can compare the two. On mobile, it cost a lot more money to get everything that I wanted to get, right? But also, if my tablet was not connected to the internet, I could not access it.
Yeah. And see, my point is now the mobile games are being streamed to you because there's no disc that you could pop into your phone and everything.
No. Some mobile games, even if you're not online, you can still play them. But this one that was not that I had to actually physically pay for, like I had to physically buy it. Yeah. If my tablet was offline, you could not access it.
Got you. And I get that. But see, I'm thinking like the convenience. I could see you and Rome and everybody else out there that's playing Switch. Yui, everybody else here in the chat that have these switches and all that, right? Like you undock it, it's portable. Cell phone portable. And you know, I'm not gonna get too deep into this. Y'all know how I feel about this cloud, man. And I respect y'all opinion 100,000%. And that's why I'm asking y'all this question. You know what I mean? But it doesn't sound like you all are willing to even bend or budge.
Not at all.
But see, here's the thing. It's not that. No. Here's the difference. No. Here's the difference.
And I'm not trying to make y'all anything. Bunny, I learned my lesson. I'm not trying to make anybody anything.
No. What I'm saying is like mobile games, right? That we play on like our cell phones and stuff. A lot of mobile games are easy pick up, drop down. Okay, easy pick up, drop down. You can play a few levels while you're at the dentist's office. You're this, you're that, drop down. If it's a series, like even on my Switch. When I take my Switch places, I'm usually playing something that's easy, drop in, drop out. Like a visual novel. I can read a few chapters, boom, I'm done. It's like reading a book. But if it's like a really intense game,
right,
I'm not playing that on the go.
Right.
Exactly. I'm sitting down. My Switch might be undocked, and I might be at a friend's house, but I'm sitting down playing where I can be totally engrossed into that game without me having to jump up and leave.
Yep.
So that's where, for me, that's what the difference is between mobile and my Switch is. Right. Like with the clouds, you could play all the games you want to that's like heavy, intense games on your cell phone. But I don't play those type of games on the go. I want to be sitting at home or sitting at a friend's house in my pajamas with a bowl of popcorn sitting on my stomach while I'm playing.
Got you.
I want to piggyback on that too.
This is gonna be good right here, y'all. This is gonna be good. Y'all might have to give us 30 minutes for this one. I mean, but go ahead. I mean, Bunny, I'm sorry if you were done and then Charles just said something in the chat that got me hype. I'm sitting up in my chair right now, man. Let's go.
Do you want to read his comment, or Rome? Go ahead, and then we'll read Charles's comment, and we'll go from there. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hello, Squiddy. How are you?
Weird.
So yeah, what I wanted to say was I feel 100% what Bunny is saying. Like, there's no way I could play a game like The Witcher 3 or something, or or Zelda Breath of the Wild, like on the go, because that is a game that I fully want to be immersed in, and it's just way too much stuff going on around me outside of my home that would allow me to fully, get immersed into a game like that. So games that I would play on the go would probably be something like Tetris or, something simple like a mobile game. But anything like, and that's why I always felt like playing on the Switch on the go is pretty much unrealistic unless you're taking like long flights or, you're traveling a long way or something like that. But like day to day, taking it with you on the go, I'm not so certain about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to piggyback off what Bunny said, because I was feeling that so much when it come to games on the go, because everybody want to sell this idea that, you can play Gears of War on the go through this cloud, and that's great. And yeah, it is. It sounds great, but realistically, are we really going to do that? You know what I mean?
Man.
And then to piggyback off what you said, like with streaming, you're going to have a constant internet connection. How are you going to play that on a plane when they make you cut off your Wi-Fi?
Well, I hate to say it, but you got to have a constant internet connection with multiplayer, even on local hardware and all that good stuff. Because
no. But what I'm talking about is
lag and latency.
No. But what I'm talking about is you're having let's say you're doing a single player game. Let's say you're playing Octopath Traveler on the cloud, and you're traveling. Right. You have to have an internet connection to continue to play that game. Yeah, whereas with the Switch, we can just pop the cartridge in, or if we have it downloaded to our Switch and that's our primary Switch, we can just play it. We don't have to have the internet connection. So if we're taking that 6-hour flight, we can plug our bad boy in and play it for that 6 hours. Right. Whereas with the cloud on your cell phone, if you don't have an internet connection, it's null and void.
Yeah, right now, and that's something they could work on. You know what I mean? That's it's still cloud gaming is in its infancy. When it comes to like
because they tell us cut off the Wi-Fi on your cell phones, put it in airplane mode so that it doesn't interfere with the cockpit readings and stuff.
Right.
So so it's a catch-22. It's still in its infancy. Yes.
Yeah, and see, cloud is meant to be complementary as well. It's not here to take over everything. See that? I think some people think that, but it's here to be a complementary, play how you want, the way of playing. You know what I mean? That type of. So that's what it has always been meant to be complementary. See, the console and PC hardware gamers, I think, have spun this narrative to think that cloud gaming is a monster that's about to take over every damn thing. Destroy the whole world, you know what I'm saying? And that's not what the case is. I think Google understands that, Microsoft understands that, Sony understands that, which is why you don't see Sony pushing they didn't come out of the box pushing heavy, switch over to the PS Now right now. They know that it's not ready. They know that its consoles are where it's at right now for the foreseeable future. But maybe one day when the infrastructure is ready, they will make that shift, So I'm just trying to ask y'all to open up your minds, because I don't want to see y'all stop gaming one day because y'all decided that the cloud's not for you, and it sounds like the cloud might never be for you and Rome, Bunny. It just sounds that way. I don't know.
But see, that's the thing. Right now, I can't answer that because it's still too new to say what's going on. I mean, like, prime example, if gaming goes into a way that I don't like, trust me, I have more than enough games to last me the rest of my lifetime.
Yeah, me too.
So it's not like I'm going to stop gaming.
But they might stop supporting them when they get ready to move to the cloud. They might make you go to the cloud.
Right. I mean, but that's the thing. If it's a single player game, how are they going to?
I guess.
I mean, that's the thing, and that's the thing. And that also boils down to here's another thing we gotta throw this monkey wrench in here. Here's another thing that boils down to whether you play a lot of single player games or a lot of multiplayer games. That plays a huge factor into it also. Because if you're a person who don't play many multiplayer games, you might be able to walk away from the multiplayer games and play nothing but single player. But if you're a person who is heavy into multiplayer games and that's all you play, you're going to basically be forced to move on.
Yeah. And I think that transition might be a little bit easier for the heavy multiplayer gamers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, good thought. That's all.
I also wanted to say too, because I'm sorry, I mean.
No. Go ahead, Rome, because I was about to read what Charles said. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I like what Storm said, where he said that it's not meant to take over. It's just
Right.
there as its own little medium.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel and you know what? To be honest, I gotta have a real moment with y'all, man.
Go ahead.
It was really a fear of mine. Like I did not want it to where services and streaming was to take over, and that's exactly what I thought at first. But my thinking is starting to change now, where I feel like it's not necessarily that; it's more so what you said, Storm. So
yeah,
I just want to say
compliment. It is a way, Rome, to reach more gamers in different places in different ways. So, say you have a friend like me or Bunny or whatever that's out somewhere. We're traveling. We could play games in a different way without taking our console, but we still can meet you at 6 p.m. and play whatever game with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fire.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's just a different way to play in the game. And see, cloud gamers are still gamers. That's the thing. Mobile gamers are still gamers. Console gamers are gamers. PC gamers are gamers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're all gamers still. But they were putting this thing on this cloud over the cloud gamers, like it was some type of plague or burden or whatever. And that's the part that the cloud gamers who are trying it right now can't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could jump into Charles's comment and come right back to
it.
Charles says, I don't want gaming to be like the video streaming side, swamped in subs. I want to buy my games because it takes longer to beat them. However, I have bad news about ownership. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, ownership, because and I think Charles, you let us know who's right, but I interpret that as ownership is eventually going to go the way of the dodo bird.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
It's slowly already happening. Think about it like this, gentlemen. You buy that brand new game, and it could be physical or digital, either one of them. You buy that brand new game and you pop it in your console, or you download it to your console, and it uploads and does everything that it's going to do.
Yeah.
And then it hits you with that goddamn, do you agree to our playlist? Do you agree to our rules? Yes or no? My thing is I always hit yes because I really don't give a shit. But what happens if you hit no? Right. Does that mean you can't play that game that you bought?
It actually does. It does mean that, because if you don't agree to it, it won't let you into the game. Yeah.
So that's whether you're physical or digital. That's something on both sides there.
Right.
So you can buy this digital game and hit no, and you sit and you can't play the digital game, and you can't get your damn money back. You buy a physical game, you done unwrapped it, and you done cracked it open, and you done smelled the case. And with Switch games, some people lick the cartridges and do crazy shit like that. You pop it into your system, and then you hit no. I'm not following. They're not going to control me. And you hit no, and then you can't return that bitch.
Wow.
I mean, you got to think about those terms also, because it's already happening. Doesn't matter whether you own that physical copy or not. They already done put that up in there, and I can think of, because like Tomb Raider had it, Shadow of the Tomb Raider had it. I can think of quite a few games that had that. Yes.
Yep.
So that ownership thing, yes, we might own a physical copy, but it's a caveat in there also, whether it's physical or digital, you still get that same screen.
I'm with Charles. Iran. I think I hope I didn't
Aaron, yeah, it's Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 100% with him, man, on ownership, and it's crazy because it feels like I'm like driving you guys crazy, driving everybody crazy on my stance on ownership. But I'm just I passionately feel this way about ownership. It's just not like me just trying to like argue with anybody about ownership or nothing. But I just feel like it's very important.
No, because they've heard it from me, Rome. I mean, you've been tame about it. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been tame. I mean, they didn't heard my mouth about it. But that's the thing. Like I said, gaming is moving, and that's the reason. Like I tell people, my Switch. I had started setting my Switch up to be my last console.
That's deep.
And the reason is because I've been looking at the gaming space, and I'm open to things, but I also have my stances on things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if you want everybody to go to digital, you need to drop the price of digital.
You got to.
I am not going to pay the same price for digital that I can pay for physical.
Exactly. Yeah.
If they had dropped the price by $10 to $20, everybody would have went to digital.
Right.
But some of us out here can't fathom paying the same price for physical and for digital. Okay. That's something you gotta think about.
Well, also, you know how I feel. You know how I feel about that when it comes to the price narrative and all that.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, but that's the thing.
This one right here is gonna lead us talking over each other, y'all. Today, I'm telling you, it's gonna be an energetic show, y'all. Because see, here's what I think. I got two thoughts, right?
Okay.
One of them might be crazy, but I feel like okay, the handheld, like Switch. You know, we're slowly preparing y'all. Hey, stay with me for a second, y'all, as I take y'all on a trip, right? Down Storm Lane. Down Storm Lane.
The golden brick road of Storm.
Nintendo, who we love so much. I had so many Nintendo consoles, I can't remember them all, right? I don't have the Switch, but y'all know why. I didn't have the Wii because you know why. I felt like they just I wanted more power and stuff like that. If you don't know, I wanted more power. I'm a tech enthusiast type of gamer, right? Now,
power whore.
I'm a power. You call me that too, right? So check this out. Nintendo's getting you ready. Hey, we got this dock. We got the Switch, man. You could dock it. You play it like your normal console, not to piss you off because you still could play it like your normal console, but handheld mode. Let's get you acclimated to that. All right, play your games. Mario, all of them will be right there. But guess what we just did? We also just got we set up something where we can now offer you all the cloud in moderation, like little tidbits, little pieces or whatever. We're looking into the cloud because here at Nintendo, we see the cloud as valuable. We see it as a way to not worry about shipping millions of damn consoles anymore, saving us a hell of a lot of money, right? We also see it like this, and I know y'all don't want to hear this, but this is how I have to break it down for everybody to think like me. You know what I'm saying? For 1 minute. So PlayStation, same thing. Xbox, same thing. Like, you know, right? The PSP disappeared and all that stuff, which is unfortunate. But Nintendo, let's just go back to now. You could play Control in the cloud on the Nintendo, in that ecosystem. What other game, Bunny? I know there was another game you could try in the cloud, right? Or they were talking Hitman. Did that ever happen yet? Did Hitman? Can you play that in Nintendo's cloud?
Yeah, Hitman 3 is in the cloud.
You see what I'm saying? Now Nintendo has a cloud that they're messing around with. They formed a partnership, y'all, and they're trying out the cloud.
They're actually doing it in a smarter format than before.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So these companies might go there because then you cut down on cheaters, y'all. Wrong. Let me give you a good example of why I am for Stadia in the cloud, right? Because with Stadia itself, because these cheaters out here don't have access to the hardware and all that stuff. They can't manipulate and do what they normally do to cheat in these games, right? PC, that's running rampant on PC. We all know that. I mean, it's just been a major problem. It will never be resolved. Right. But if you take away that, now I know hardware, the people like who care about this stuff, I get it. You're gonna be pissed off. Me, however, I mean, gaming's not gonna kill me if I can't game anymore one day. If they took away ownership and made us all just bow down to what they wanted us to do, then I'll step away from gaming. I'll do something else. You know what I mean? I don't know, y'all. Hopefully that will never happen, right? But that's another topic for a different story. A different day. But I think, like you all just said, it's already happening. So I think now we have to shift our way of thinking. Like, hey, man, these companies now consumers have just as much say, y'all, in the matter, because these companies will go out of business, but that still hurts us as gamers. You get what I'm saying? So, what are y'all thoughts on that right there?
Now, do you want to tackle it first, Rome, or do you want me to tackle it?
I'm gonna let you. I want to hear you first.
All right. Okay. There's a couple things you have to think about here, Rome. Not Rome, Storm. First off, you're using Nintendo as a comparison. That's not a very good idea, because you have to think about it like this. Nintendo caters to their Japanese audience first and foremost.
Right.
In Japan, they have a huge physical market. You can look at 2 years ago when Octopath Traveler released and see how much they care about their physical over their digital, because they were sold out. They sold out of Octopath Traveler in 2 to 3 runs in Japan. Square Enix came out apologizing. Nintendo came out apologizing and asked people just to buy it digitally. And people said, no, we will wait till the physical copies come back. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to look at, like I said, Nintendo is not a good company to try that with, because, like I said, Nintendo caters first and foremost to their Japanese audience. They still have a huge market for physical and for used physical. You should, if you watch gamers who go to Japan to do retro game shopping or to do game shopping, their stores, they care. When I say they care about their physical media, they will take used consoles, clean them up, shrink wrap them so people's fingerprints don't get all over them. They will shrink wrap all the games. They'll put all the games in cases. They will do shit like that to protect their physical media for resale purposes, things like that. Most collector's editions are complete in box. Like when people trade them in or sell them to the store, they're complete in box. That's how much people care about physical media there. So Nintendo will always have their console home base, but they will also try other things. Like I said, right now, Control is on the Switch and Hitman 3, but there's a caveat to it. If you read the small print, they say it might not be here forever. They say in it can be removed.
Right.
They don't know. They'll give you a warning as to how long before it gets removed. So basically, you're paying to rent the license until it's gone. And both of those games say that in the fine print.
Got it.
That it may not be here forever.
Yeah.
So, like I said, they're playing around with it, but Nintendo is really not a good company, because you got to also think in Japan and in Asia, they were already moving to a lot of mobile games. Think about it like this: like they had look at Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is one of the biggest mobile games over there. Okay, people still play Pokemon Go like crazy. Literally, I was watching Beat 'em Up's video when he went to Japan, and they were dropping some Pokemon Go in this center, and he was there filming, and it was like 200,000 people out there to catch this Pokemon.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Now, I do remember that. You know what I mean? That's something you got to think about. Nintendo looked at that and was like, wow, people, and the 3DS, the DS, all that, people loved playing those. You just helped me out, though. If you play that in the cloud, now you got millions of people.
But the thing is, you're, like I said, the cloud has limitations. The limitations is that internet access.
Right now, yeah.
That's the major limitations. You got to figure out a way And see, the only way I can see you got to figure out a way to eliminate that having to have internet access all the time. Because you got to think, people who are on trains, go through tunnels, go through mountainsides, things like that, it isn't going to work. They're going to be cut out of their game immediately. Now, the second thing that you have to focus on, like you're focusing on the cheaters in games and things like that.
That's major.
Okay,
it can ruin games and it kills. It cuts a lot of money out of the equation for developers, publishers, and everybody else. That's all bad.
But that's mainly for multiplayer games. People who don't play multiplayer games don't give a shit about that. So you have to look at the flip side of that. A lot of the cheaters and things are in multiplayer games. It happens on Nintendo with Splatoon. It happened like Splatoon 1 on the Wii U is hack central now because mostly it's hackers who are in there playing it. Okay, that's what killed Splatoon 1 on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Okay, there are hackers in Splatoon 2. Trust me, I came across one. Somebody killed me and I didn't see him. And then I turned around in the exact same match and blew somebody up who I couldn't see. It was a hacker. Okay?
Right.
So that's what I said. That's the focus on that is for people. The people who have complaints about cheaters in games are the ones who are playing multiplayer games. If you have people who don't play multiplayer games, who mostly play single player games, you don't hear those people complaining about cheaters.
Yeah, I'm looking at something right here that says 50 cents. According to this report, 56% of most frequent gamers play with others. You know what I mean? 54% play in multiplayer mode at least weekly. So that's a lot of gamers.
I mean, that's a lot of gamers, yes. But like I said, that it's a lot of gamers. But the people who mainly have to worry about that is multiplayer games. Pokemon, there's tons of cheaters in. Animal Crossing, when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, you had to be super careful about trading stuff and getting stuff from people because people were putting hacked objects in the game. And finally, Nintendo got to the point where they were starting to ban people.
Yeah, it's just very rewarding to jump on Destiny 2 knowing that I don't have to worry about it yet. Now, with crossplay, that might be a concern, but on Stadia,
that's going to be
I don't have to worry
concern.
about cheating at all. It's all skill-based, homie. That's why I'm at the top of that leaderboard. Now, see, I play games for multiplayer. I'm multiplayer heavy. I play single-player games, right? But I'm multiplayer heavy. I love playing with others against real people because I can manipulate the AI. And that right there is kind of like, who wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to just know that you just beat up on an AI that you just took, just exploited the weaknesses of? You know, I can't get down like that as a gamer. So this is where it's coming from, you all. It's not a knock on Nintendo or anything. I love Nintendo games still to this day, and I don't own a console right now. But I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't know. Like, I know Rome is not going to disappear. Consoles are not going to disappear anytime soon. I don't want them to. I want people to game how they want to game. But the only reason I feel this way, I think I'm a little bit scarred because of all the cloud hate. I think I'm scarred because of the cloud hate, man. So how is it fair for me to sit back and just take everybody killing off cloud? Eventually, I'm going to say, well, man, hell with console gaming. Let it die. We had it too damn long, man. That's just me, though, being honest.
And then Lincoln Clay, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the chat.
Clay, what's up, bro?
And then Yui said she loved Warframe. That's a great multi. Warframe is dope, but then somebody stole her account.
So
that can happen in the cloud also. Let's keep it real.
It can.
So it can happen on consoles.
However, we haven't seen any hacking that we know of yet with Stadia when it comes to cloud. I haven't seen it yet. We had them shut down a few times for maintenance, but that's about it. The whole time I've been playing Stadia, I say 98% of the time, higher than that, actually, I've been able to play. No shutdowns, no hacking, no nothing like Xbox and PlayStation, y'all.
I tell you, man, to be honest with you, I don't mean to cut y'all off, man. This is a great topic, man.
Yes, it is.
But, I do feel like Stadia they treated that so unfairly, bro. I think they
Yeah,
just
man.
they really did, man. And the hypocrisy in that alone with them with the with all of these YouTubers, influencers, articles destroying Stadia. It just blows my mind. Because to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you, man. If I wasn't so big on ownership and I was just like just somebody who just wanted to get access to these games, Stadia makes absolute sense, man. And like I didn't worry, and I didn't worry about the internet and stuff. Yeah, Stadia makes sense, man. It makes more sense than a console, to be honest.
Right,
So,
for many
And
reasons, Rome, and I understand. We see cloud gamers, Bunny. We understand why console. We came from. We were derived from console gaming. You get
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no, no. I understand that, but and then here's another hypocrisy we haven't even mentioned: the same clowns, okay, who diss Stadia are praising Luna to high fucking heaven.
That is true. I didn't
yeah,
even want to
bro.
go there with it. I didn't want
That
to go there with it.
that
GeForce
is
Now as
something.
well,
Crazy.
Shadow as well.
Crazy.
I mean, and the thing is all of it's streaming. You know, is it that you're trying to target Google because it's Google?
I think so.
Or I mean, because like once you kill Google, who you gonna go after next? Luna? Because it's Amazon?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. Like I said, I'm not against cloud gaming.
they're gonna go at
But
Microsoft too. Don't get
yeah,
it
I
twisted. They're
mean,
gonna go at
yeah,
them when let XCloud come out and they feel like there's gonna be a monopoly somehow or something like that. Man, they're gonna
right.
catch hell.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I said, it's like cloud gaming as of right now is not for me. Okay? Because like I said, I y'all don't realize where I live out here in the sticks and shit. But
Man, you don't live
uh,
that far from me. I tell you right now. Well, you
man,
know what though? I will say this now. What you don't have to say the ISP providers, but Verizon is not there yet. I'm assuming. Is Verizon down there?
you want to know the only thing we have?
Is Verizon down there? Because if
No,
Verizon's down there, okay.
no. Only thing we have is Comcast and fucking HughesNet.
Okay, Comcast is doable.
Okay? No. Okay? Let's put it this way. Our fucking town hall sent out a message saying, would we like another internet provider besides Comcast? I don't know what the vote was.
Wow.
Okay? They throttle our service. They do all types of crazy stuff.
Oh
It's
man, tell me about
crazy.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
So like I said, we don't have dish internet. I used to have Dish Network. It was awesome internet service. I never had a down period with it.
Not even
Unless
during thunderstorms?
it was only during hurricanes when I had issues with it.
Okay.
Okay, hurricanes. That's it. Okay. I've had remember DLS, DSL?
Yeah, DSL.
DSL had no issues with it. Comcast, oh my god, if I could find somebody else, anything comes in the area, I'm gone.
I feel you. I hope it's Verizon because Verizon's been awesome for me. I can't lie. Now it's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I had to call them like 50 times since I've had it years ago.
No. But anything's better than Comcast because, like, literally. And then when I call them, they're always like, "Well, it's because it's a high period, so your internet's slowed down because it's a high usage period."
They always say that
at 3 a.m.
They always say that.
Okay, so like I said, cloud gaming, it's not out the books for me. Okay. But right now, like I said, with all the cloud gaming services, pretty much the stuff that I play, I already have access to. Man. And it goes back to also some of those games, like when Octopath Traveler came to Stadia. Some of those games are so deep that I would never play them on the go.
I want to know one thing. I'm looking at what Yui's saying right now, y'all, and it's making me think. I can't lie. When we're talking about these hackers, right? Fortunately, I remember being a part of that that month-long PS hack That place
Mhm.
getting
I
hacked,
was
man.
in that
Rome,
too.
you was in it, Rome.
I was in it too.
Bruh, that wasn't cool, Rome. I know you put your head down at that point and said, look, I gotta keep it real. This is right here, some bullshit. I'm sure that's what you were saying, bro. After that first week went by, hey, Rome, after a couple days, I was like, man, it's normal. I mean, Xbox get hacked all the time. Shit. It's like it also goes down, right? Yeah. But then when week 1 went by, bro, and then week 2 went by and I couldn't play my games, Rome. I don't know, bro. I was like, wow. Then week 3 went by and week 4, I was like, what the hell?
And then
but I never got directly impacted by it. I've never directly been hacked before. And I don't want to. But what Yui's saying is making me think, like, if they don't have access to these data centers in the cloud, can someone even hack?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand.
No. Let me explain.
Is it easier to hack? Is what I'm saying.
Let me explain something to you. Yui got hacked while she was playing Warframe.
Yeah,
so you guys know that I used to play World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my account, and we don't have access to the data center where our game is stored at. World of Warcraft is you download the client to your PC or whatever, download some gameplay elements, but Blizzard and Activision holds your account. Just like you know how the cloud is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what happened. They have BattleNet on Blizzard on the game. So like you could be if you allow your friends to be on your account, you could be on any account for any of their games that's multiplayer, and your friends will see a BattleNet on. Here's what happened to me. I logged off, I went to bed, I told my friend good night. My friend understood my work schedule, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He understood my work schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw, and you know how I'm friendly with people. Like I'm always saying hi, this, that, and the other, right? I'm like that when I play those types of games too. I just see people, hey, what you doing? How you doing? You know how I bug you guys on Twitter? Hey guys, what's going on? How you doing? And you can answer me whenever.
Right.
Well, my character logged in at 1 a.m. And he messaged me like, what you doing up? You got to be at work in 4 hours. I never answered him.
Mm-hmm.
He thought that was odd. 1, I was up at a time where I never would be up. And 2, I didn't answer him.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he said my account, all my characters started logging in and out, in and out, in and out, all my characters. And he was watching this. He ended up, then one of my characters stayed logged in, and it was in a zone of the game. See, when you have the game, you know how you can see what zones people were in or whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
He saw what zone my character was in, and he knows for a fact I would never go to that zone because I fucking hate that zone.
Yeah.
He went to the zone to see what my character was doing. My character was standing at a mailbox, and he automatically contacted Blizzard, contacted somebody in game, and said, "Hey, my friend's account is getting hacked."
Right.
Okay. My character was standing there. My account was getting hacked. Okay. Yeah. I woke up at 6 a.m, and I log into a few things before I head out to work, right?
Yep.
My account was locked.
Wow.
I contacted Blizzard. Blizzard said, we got to report that your account was hacked. And they said, we got a ticket in. And then my friend, his name is Damien. My friend Damien, I logged into the game. He said, hey, is it you? I said, yeah. These people had stripped my entire account. All my items they sold, all my armor off of all my characters they sold. They shipped all the gold to one character. That character was mailing the gold to someone else.
Damn.
It was a Chinese gold seller who had hacked my account to get gold to sell to people online.
Damn,
that's crazy.
Okay, so that happened. Now, mind you, I didn't have access to the data center that held my account. It wasn't held locally on my PC. Think about if something like that happens to you in the cloud.
Well, I haven't heard an account of it happening yet. That's why I was like, okay, it made me think when I saw what Yui put down. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I know, like as far as like the cheating and stuff like that, it's virtually impossible, so to speak, right? Now anything's possible. We know that. So like I said, but if you take away this hardware, y'all, and I know nobody wants to lose their hardware. Shit, I have a 3080 rig right here, and I have another PC that I use for streaming and all that. I'd be like mad as hell. My Series X right here. I'm a hardware person, but at the same time, I despise cheaters, man. I despise hackers, right?
Me too.
I mean, it is
Yeah,
what it is.
I mean, that's the thing. What if they, like, let's say they're playing on their phone or their laptop, right?
Yeah.
What if they build a computer program to back hack that connection into the cloud servers? That's a possibility also.
Yeah, I tell you what, rather than my ISP, I'd rather Google. I think they built Microsoft.
No. What I'm saying is the person who's playing on their hardware, right?
Yeah.
Playing on their laptop. Build a program or a virus,
right,
that can back hack into their data servers.
Well, hope it never happens.
You hope it never happens. But this whole conversation has brought up a question for you, Storm. Okay.
I already know the answer to it.
I don't even know if you know the question.
I know the answer to it. I guarantee you.
So if everything, like, you know how you said everything's pushing towards the cloud and everything, right?
Yes, I do.
And let's just quote unquote say, you get to the point where there's no hardware. For a tech junkie like you, how are you going to cope?
Well, easily, because see, that's why multiple platforms come to play, right?
No. They get rid of all. I'm saying, what if all that's gone and you can just play on your phone? You don't have to have a PC, or you don't have to have Xbox is gone, PlayStation's gone. They're all streaming services now. You have the PlayStation streaming service. You have the Xbox streaming service. You have the Nintendo streaming service. You eliminated the hardware. There's absolutely no cheaters now because everything's in the cloud. They don't have the hardware to cheat with.
That's right.
How are you going to cope being the tech junkie that you are?
Well, they're not going to hack everything at one time. So I will be able to go over Luna, and I'll go to GeForce Now if I need to. And it's just like having multiple hardware, like devices right now.
I mean, but what I'm saying, they get rid of all the devices. That's what I'm saying.
It'll be virtual. I'll have 8 subscriptions. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo, Sony,
but your tech is gone. Your tech is gone. You don't even need to have a 3080 to run any of this anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. I get what you're asking, right? So I'll be playing everything in the cloud. But if they shut Stadia down, I'll go over to PS Now. If they shut that down, then I'll go over to
so
Xbox.
What if they stop making? What I'm saying is the tech that they're making to accelerate gaming is gone now.
It's not. No, that's not going to happen because see, these companies know that they're going to have to have these data centers to serve the gamers. So that will never happen. Yeah, that will never happen in life. What will happen is the technology will it will be enhanced as we go on
the data
from generation to generation.
Yeah.
Data centers are going to house all of this technology. Money. It just won't be in our hands. Rome won't have a PS7. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I don't even think there's going to be a PS7.
Oh, okay.
I think the PS6 might be the last. That's just a hunch I got.
I think it'll be a fallout with pitchforks, and gamers are going to win. I do think consoles will be around. I used to think that the cloud was about to take over, but man, gamers will lose their shit and go crazy. You heard what I'm saying? Like, and if that happens, I'm talking about you could look for raiding, looting, all kinds of shit is going to be happening out here, y'all.
I'll be right there with them.
So, Rome, I'm telling you right now, I think you're safe for like at least 2 more generations of hardware. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think the prices are going to deter people to make decisions on whether they want to continue to do this or not, because they're going to be. Look, y'all know the deal. We don't have to go into it real heavy. Companies just want that money. They really don't care about our feelings as much as we think. They want that money, man.
I don't think they care about my feelings at all.
No.
I know I'm just a dollar sign to them.
Hey, I don't care about their feelings either. Business is business.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
I mean, show me what I want, and I will give you my money
all day.
I mean, that goes back to like EA. And you know how I said that I haven't bought an EA game in 10, 12 years. That goes back to like with people crying about Cyberpunk being in first person. I was like, oh, I would like it in third person, but I didn't grab pitchforks and go to war about it. And the reason I didn't is because, I got tons of other games.
Right.
That one company don't want to give me a game that I can play. Guess what? I got 50 others. I'll take its one place.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like one of the first people to tell you I hate EA, and I do. I passionately hate EA, but let them deliver a product that I want. I'm gonna buy it because I ain't gonna let it. I'm not gonna let my hatred, get in the way of them, providing a product that I want. Because like I said, at the end of the day, business is business, and if they provide the product I want, I'm gonna buy it. If I don't think
proof.
It's a good product, if I don't think it's a good product, I just won't buy it.
Here's
and
proof,
the reason
Rome.
why I hate EA is because of what they did with Madden. But
Oh man, we need to talk about that. We damn sure skipped over it, didn't we? We'll talk about it. I didn't forget about it, but so Yui was saying basically Warframe did nothing, told me they were sorry, they didn't care. That's crazy. And that's why we were just saying that they don't care. They really don't give a damn about your feelings, especially if you're 1 to 100 individuals or something like that. You're just a flea at that point. It's kind of like, give me your money or just roll on out. Somebody else will come in.
Warframe, I think where the difference was with like Warframe and Blizzard, with World of Warcraft, we had to pay for that shit. We paid monthly subscription fees to that shit. Warframe is free to play. So that might be why they just was like, whatever. But people drop thousands of dollars.
Drop money into it. Yeah. So that's crazy. I don't know.
Yep. And but yeah, so like we're pushing this hour and a half mark, guys, with this topic.
Yeah.
Next thing, let's get into what we've been playing this week.
Okay.
All right.
Storm, what have you been playing this week?
Dirt 5 all the way live. Dirt 5, y'all. No matter what people told you about it, you know what I'm saying? I've been out there having a damn blast. And the Stadia version is not even perfect. I've been playing on Stadia, my PC with the 3080 and everything at 5K, 6K, and 8K, 4K as well. I've been playing the hell out of Dirt 5. So that's gotten a lot of my gameplay hours. But then Black Ops Cold War, I've been playing some of that. PUBG. I've been playing.
Have you been dropping videos about Dirt 5?
Damn straight. They're right on the channel. They're doing and actually people, it's getting a little bit of interest. You know what I'm saying? One of them is at 500 something views. You know what I'm saying? It might be on pace for like over 1,000 before it caps off. But I was surprised though, because Dirt 5 is one of those games that, people don't, Bunny, I can't see you playing a racing game. Rome, you play racing games?
Oh yeah, I love racing.
It all depends. It all depends on what type of racing game it is, to be honest with you.
Okay, like Mario Kart and stuff?
No, I'm not fond of Mario. Mario Kart's boring to me. I don't even own Mario Kart.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it all depends. Like there was another racing game. I like racing games with realistic fast cars in them.
Like an F1, or like you mean like an F1 2020 or Forza Motorsport or something, or
not even Motorsport, but like there was one game that was on the Switch I was thinking about getting. I can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up. But keep talking while I look up this racing game that I was thinking about getting on the Switch.
Man, Yui just said I need to get that Monster Hunter. Tell her what I said before the show. I was watching. What was I watching before the damn show?
Probably. Oh wait a minute, Yui, you going to get Monster Hunter Rise? Oh no, Storm. Okay, so Yui, Storm has been watching my gameplay and thinks it's fire.
Who else?
Of Monster Hunter Rise, and he's been watching. You've been watching Yui's gameplay, haven't you?
Damn right. I just saw who took down that big ass black the black whatever
the
dragon.
Black Dragon
thing.
Diablos. That was Yui. She took down the Black Diablos.
Yo, that shit. I can't lie. That made me want to jump in. I was mad as hell. Hey, I had my Series X controller, like, yeah, motherfucker, like I'm fighting this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. I was like, yo, Bunny. Hey, Rome, when I saw the gameplay, I'm like, this big ass dragon is not moving like he's a small ass pet. This motherfucker's moving. Like, it was crazy, y'all. I'm sorry.
I think Ewing, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's the strongest out of all the Rathios and Diablos.
Hey,
like he's a black Diablos, there's a pink Rathian, there's a golden Diablos. The golden one, me and her, we've taken down the golden one, but that black one just like annihilated my ass.
Hey, look. I can't even lie. See, at Rome, I can't be a hater, y'all. When I saw that gameplay, I said, let me see this. She said a black Diablo or whatever the hell. I said, let me see this real quick. I'm expecting them about to see like a medium size, like I'm thinking I'm about to see. Hey, listen, I'm thinking I'm about to see what's his name? Sebastian getting his ass kicked or something again. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, what is this? And then I saw her battling this shit, going up under the belly of it, chopping it all up, and then like the dragon going in the sand and everything, or whatever the hell. Yo, that was dope. It was dope.
Her little palico is named Ting.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about getting Gear Club. That game looks awesome to me.
Oh, so you can name. That's right. You can name your little sidekicks or whatever. You can name them. I'm thinking Sebastian was a natural name. That seemed like a natural name for them.
No. That was the name I picked from my palico. Her palico is named Ting. Ting is so cute. Ting has this little floating lotus thing he sits on, and he'll float around behind her. So cute. She has so many outfits for him. She had him look like Mega Man the other day.
I saw Ting floating around.
Yeah. So Sean says he's running Rise right now. Oh yeah, the basil guys. That's the one I was telling you about, Storm, that has the bombs on his ass and it will fly through like a bomber plane, and drop these pods off its ass, and then they all blow up.
Oh man, that's dope. That's
yeah.
Dope.
And yes, Yui, you had help with that black Diablos, but you got it. Some monsters, they're getting so big, like I can't solo them anymore.
I'm just surprised how they move. They move very well. You know what I'm saying? I want to go back and find out how the developers did it. I'm gonna watch something like the making of the game or some shit. I don't know.
And like I said, in Rise, I haven't played Rise yet, y'all. I have not even loaded it into my Switch yet because I've been playing so much of World. But I got Rise. Rise is looking the exact same way. It's looking where it's a lot fluid movements of them. We shall see.
Okay.
But yes, Storm has been all over our monster play footage.
Man, I ain't gonna. And I've been straight lurking too. Like, yo, let me see what the hell. Hey, you know, you want a guy where I go in there like, man, Monster Hunter, I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it's dope, but Bunny, you just said last show you either love it or you hate it, right? And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's just that I told you I had friends that just swore by it all the time. Storm, get on Monster Hunter. You a sucker if you don't. You're not a gamer if you don't. So I kind of shied away from it, but man, that might change.
Yeah, I might give it a try.
I mean, that's the thing. Like I said, if you guys play it, pick a weapon that you want to play. If you find something that's interesting to you, try it out, play it, see how you like it. Like I said, even though like Yui is like level 420 hunter ranking, the hunting ranking goes up to 999. Yui is like 420. I'm like little hunter level rank 15.
Yo, you got some work.
No matter what your hunter ranking is, people can come in and help you.
Oh, dope.
Like I'm trying to get Tronny into playing. Hello, Fado Sherrod. How are you?
Fado.
I'm trying to get Tronny back into playing, but she's stuck on one monster. So I'm like, okay, when you start back to playing, message me because it's a monster that I've gotten to a point where I can pretty much almost solo now. So I told her to come and get me, and I'll come in there and help you kill the monster, and then that way you can progress the storyline.
Real quick, can you trade items on that at all yet, or not? Can you share items? Anything? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that would be dope as hell. That would
be.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we get everything, and it's like we get multiples of stuff, and we need to sell it off so we could buy better equipment and stuff like that. But it's easy to get stuff. Like right now, my armor, if you're looking at my latest videos, my armor's like half and half. My armor's janky as fuck, but I need certain stats on the armor pieces that I got. So that's what's going on. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing all week was Monster Hunter Rise, and I've been doing videos. I got a bunch of videos up on Monster Hunter Rise. I'm probably gonna be adding more as I go. And like Yui said, like about the weapons, she used to use nothing but the bow. And now she's falling in love with the dual blades.
Damn.
You can easily change weapons. Like if you get bored of playing one type of weapon, you can just start leveling up a different type of weapon and playing it. Like I have dual blades and an insect glaive. I'm not that good with the insect glaive. I'm learning with the insect glaive.
Yo, I saw Yui. She wasn't scared at all. I'm like, damn, she's up under the damn belly of the beast, right? I'm like, how the hell say Yui back your ass back up? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get stomped and shit. Yui's under that motherfucker chopping. I'm like, yo, that's crazy right there. But y'all gotta check that out. Y'all gotta check that out. Man.
Yes, and that's the one thing about the dual blades. It's one of the fastest weapons in the game. So you have to be up close, personal, right in their face, right under their belly, chopping away. Unless it's something else that you're fighting and it farts fire and you want to run from that. But
yeah, like that fire beat, like the one. Hey, look, man, I told you we should have cut out a different portion of it. We should have carved out a portion of the show to talk about Monster Hunter today.
Yeah,
but
well, we can do that next week because, like I said, I'm gonna still be playing it. I'm most likely gonna be putting up new videos. Right now, I have something that I need to get 4 people. Me, Yui, my friend, and Joey Joe, who was in the chat. We're gonna go in. We're gonna go in and play some this evening. But I have a monster now that I can't progress the story with because we got to take this bad boy down. But it's massive. It's huge. I might film it even if we lose, just so you can see what the monster is.
Yeah,
but
did Ron get a chance yet to talk about what he was? I know,
and we heading there now.
I actually forgot. Oh man, you talking about what I've been doing?
Yeah, what you been playing? Yeah, what have you been playing?
Oh, I've been going Spider-Man crazy. So I've been playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I've been playing the original Spider-Man on the PS4.
Right.
And, just been going nuts, man, playing all these Spider-Man games, man.
Yeah, let me ask you real quick, Ron. Did you complete all 3 Infamous games? And how do you feel about them, bro? Real quick.
I completed 2 out of the 4. So there was,
Oh, it's 4 Infamous now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with the new Second Son and all that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't think I completed 2. I think that's the only one I haven't completed.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. That's what it was. I'm actually, so I beat the first Infamous and I beat Infamous Second Son, but I still want to do Infamous 2 and I want to do Infamous First Light. So
yeah, that First Light and Second Son. I'm on First Light right now as well. I'm trying to complete that, but I beat Second Son. But I asked you because I platinum Infamous. Like I said, that's one of the only games I platinum on PlayStation. But you didn't platinum it, did you?
Yeah, I platinum Second Son, but I didn't platinum the first Infamous.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. I had one up on Rome Rush, y'all. You know what I'm saying? There it is. That's all I wanted. nah, I'm playing with you.
No, it's all good.
Yes, but well, like I said, man, I only 100%ed one game in the last month. Roamed and platinum 2 games in the last month. Craziness. So guys, games coming out that you're really looking forward to, or games that have already released that you had no fucking clue it released yet.
I'm glad you asked. Rome, you want to go first this time, Rome?
Yeah,
I go first. So yeah, I know I said last week I was looking forward to MLB. My feelings haven't changed. I'm still looking forward to that one. I'm actually pretty thirsty for that one at this point. Yeah, man. And
now we can get on their room and play a couple games for sure.
Dude, I would love it, man. And then I think it's cross-platform. So if you playing on Xbox, I can still play you on my PS5. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That and I'm kind of looking forward to Returnal, but I'm not excited for it. I'm looking forward to it because it's a new PlayStation 5 exclusive game from what I know of. And so I want to see if it's actually good. So I won't get it day one, but I'm definitely going to be sitting back, observing, what everybody has to say about it, reviews, what Twitter's saying, friends who bought it, and I make I collect my data like that and make my determination if I'm gonna go ahead and buy it or I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale. So that's where I'm at with that one. And
Right.
that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And Charles is saying he's waiting on. Is it Resident Evil 7, Charles, or Resident Evil 8? Well, Resident 7 is coming to Stadia, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming next week on April 1st.
Yes, and he's waiting for that and Outriders.
Outriders, same day. That's what I was going to say. That's two of my ones that's coming up very shortly.
And then Yui asked, did you either one of you guys finish Ghost of Tsushima?
Oh, man. I played the first couple missions, fell in love with it, considered it a classic, and then I'm waiting for the PS5 before I finish it.
Okay, I think Yui, did you finish Ghost of Tsushima? I've been debating about getting it. I'm not sure yet. It's whatever. So Rome, what are you waiting for? I mean, not Rome, but Storm, what are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for, I'll tell you this right here. I'm waiting for that Outriders for sure, the Resident Evil. Waiting for the Resident Evil 8, of course, in May.
That falls on my mom's birthday.
That's what's May 7th?
Yep.
That's what's up. Then I found out about this game called 6 Days in Fallujah. I don't know when it's coming out, but I just saw a trailer of it. It's like a tactical military game. And guess what, Bunny? It has procedurally generated levels and all that good stuff, just like we were talking about a couple weeks ago, y'all.
I am not surprised because
I'm starting to see more and more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That form of gameplay became very, very popular in platformers and like farm simulators. Like I said, with like not story season, but with Stardew Valley. I'm expecting that method of gameplay to creep into other games.
Yeah, I just need a release date for this one because I know it's a lot of controversy surrounding the game right now and all that stuff for different reasons. But man, I do want to check it out though.
I'm gonna be straight honest with you right now, Storm. Don't fall into the controversy of these games because I literally just found out that, a game that I was talking about last week that I'm looking forward to, that Life is Strange, True Colors.
Mm-hmm.
People are making a controversy about that, talking about is SJW focused. And I'm sitting here like, how is it SJW focused? They give you options of dating a guy or a girl in the game.
Yeah.
And it's about you trying to figure out how your brother died and you have the power of empathy to change people's feelings and shit. How the fuck is that SJW focused?
Wow.
Anyway, so ignore all the controversies you're hearing because some of this shit is stupid. Focus on the game. Like I said, look at the controversies around the game. If it looks ridiculous, push it out of your mind and be hyped for the game if that's what you want to be. Okay?
I'm good.
All right, so what? Anything else you're looking forward to, Storm?
There's definitely a few on my list that's coming. I just have to confirm those dates again. But this is going to be a jam-packed year. Bunny with a lot of damn games coming out. So all of us on this panel and everybody out in the chat and everybody that will be watching this later or whatever, like it's just one of those years that I'm just very happy for gaming as a whole. So. Even with all the stuff that's going on with this delayed console rollout and all that stuff, the hardware, GPUs and all that, it's still a hell of a gaming year so far.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, as you guys know, this week Monster Hunter Rise dropped and Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town dropped. So I got both of those. Also, a game that dropped that I knew it was coming out, but I had no idea it dropped was Arkham Horror. Mother's Embrace. Now, you've probably never heard of Arkham Horror unless you are a board gamer.
Right.
It's a game. Arkham Horror is a game series made by Fantasy Flight Games. It's an awesome 1 to 8 player game system where it's not a you versus me gameplay. It is a cooperative gameplay. where we're all playing on the same board, but we have to work together to make sure the gates of hell doesn't open. And one of the beasts from H.P. Lovecraft world comes out and devours the earth. So they have made that into a video game based on the Arkham Horror universe. Now, I think I have almost every expansion to Arkham Horror in the board game format. It's just that it's like Monopoly. It can take you 1 to 8 hours to play the game. And that's after like a 2-hour setup because of how intense the board is. So, yeah. That game dropped this week. So I had no idea. If I had known, I probably would have bought some store credit. It's on Xbox, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch.
That's what's up. I'm gonna have to check that out.
So yeah, that's a game I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna end up getting also Monster Hunter Stories 2. It's an RPG Monster Hunter game. Has got a release date for this year of July 9th, 2021, and 3 amiibo are coming out with it. So I have to get that and all the amiibo. That's what I'm looking forward to. May is coming up fast, so that means Famicom. I'm waiting on those 2 games. I think there's something in April dropping that I want, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, well, I'll figure it out by the next show. So, yeah, those are games that I am looking forward to.
That's cool.
All right, guys, and that's pretty much the end of the show. Anything else you guys want to add to the show?
Nah, just get it in, y'all. Go out there, play some games is all I say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me too.
And Yui is asking, has any of us ever played role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons? Yes, I have played GURPS. I loved GURPS. Dungeons D&D, I'm on the fence about. White Wolf was awesome in the World of Darkness. I loved Vampire the Masquerade. That game was fun. I remember the card shop that I used to go to had like a 30% Vampire the Masquerade role-playing game. And Rage and Werewolves. I never played Rage and I never played Werewolves, but I loved White Wolf. I loved GURPS. D&D I was on the fence about, but that's about it. And Fatal says Crumbside Championship Wrestling is going to be on Twitch tonight. Nice. He has moved it from YouTube to Twitch, so if you guys want to watch it live, you can go right on over to Twitch tonight to watch it. Can you drop a link to your Twitch channel in the chat, Fatal Sherrod? And Fatal says he can't wait till they release Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I am still mad that they made both Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines games first person, but oh well, whatever. I got more games to play. Guys?
Oh no!
That's the end of the show.
Yeah.
Did either one of you guys play role-playing games like D&D or anything like that?
Oh no, I haven't, but I do want to start dipping my toes in it, definitely.
Oh, it's fun. It's just you gotta really think quick on your feet with it at times, depending on who your DM is. Like I stopped playing those types of games a while ago because I got tired of every DM I was with who were guys who was trying to always put me in lesbian situations.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of stopped playing. Storm, did you ever dip your toes in any of that?
Nah, just the Baldur's Gate stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's about it for me. But I want to get into what's the other game, man? Damn it. I always forget the Divinity and all that, you know what I mean? I want to check out games like that. That's what I want to check out.
Divinity is a good game, actually. I remember playing it a while ago. I can't remember where I played it at. Was it PC? I can't remember, but Divinity and like Diablo 3 kind of reminded me of like Diablo 3. The reason I got Diablo 3 was my friend told me it was like Gauntlet Legends.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna have to check it.
I don't know if you ever played Gauntlet Legends, but I absolutely loved Gauntlet Legends. Like that was what I was feeding my quarters into in the arcade was Gauntlet Legends. And Diablo 3 does play like Gauntlet Legends. I want to say Divinity does too, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And Fatal Charade did Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition and GURPS. GURPS was the shit, Fatal. I loved GURPS. It's just that you hardly find anybody in the area I live in now who play GURPS or even know what GURPS is. And Fatal Charade has dropped a link to his Twitch channel in the chat. Guys, go over there, throw us a like and a follow to his channel. Check out Crumbside Championship Wrestling over there tonight. This week, where can they find you at, Rome?
Oh man, they can find me at on Twitter at Rome Go Large, where all the shenanigans happen, and
Yes.
also on my YouTube channel Rome Rush, where I kind of just put my hot takes out there on what I think was going on in the latest gaming news and everything else. Just my personal take. That's pretty much it.
And the links to his channel in his Twitter tag is below in the description. Project Storm.
What up?
Hopefully, we might have the commission returning Thursday, April 1st. We're not positive yet. We have to see what's going on, but you'll be able to find Storm and myself over there, along with MM2K and Tronny. Where else can they find you at this week, Storm?
Find me right here on YouTube, probably playing some more of that Dirt 5, you know what I'm saying? Just streaming again or whatever, and some other games. You know, I do play a lot of other games, whatever I'm feeling like playing. Then you can find me over on Twitter. My link should be in the description as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, consider following, subscribing if you haven't already, y'all, to everybody's channel and everybody's social media here or whatever that we put out, and that'd be cool. I appreciate y'all.
Mm-hmm. And you guys know you can find me on Twitter at SnowBunny426. You can also find this podcast over on Radio Public, Spotify, and iTunes. You can also find Project Storm, myself, MM2K, over at PNTSnetwork.com. You can find our show listings, show notifications, everything about us over there on PNTSnetwork.com. And that's it for the show this week, everyone.
All right. I was gonna say, have a good one, y'all. Make sure you get some gaming in.
And Charles, I don't think Gauntlet Legends has been re-released on anything yet. The last time I remember playing Gauntlet Legends on console was on PS1. But Diablo 3 plays a lot like Gauntlet Legends. Have a wonderful week, everyone. We will see you next week. Hopefully, we'll see you Thursday on the commission over on MM2K's channel. Like I said, check us out on PNTSnetwork.com. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. Have a wonderful week, and we shall see you guys next week. Bye.
Peace, y'all.